how are you?
Hi, everybody. We are back. Listen, we have so many stories to talk about that I'm sure I'm not going to be able to cover all of them. And I might have to make a separate video. This is how many things I need to talk about this weekend. So, what for sure we're going to talk about? For sure, we're going to talk about Nene Leakes apologizing to Andy on Friday and now change your heart. Here we are on Monday saying, no, I was right. He's a racist and he's trying to blackball me. Okay, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Drew is getting a lot of attention from the Real Housewives of Atlanta for saying on this week's episode that she was sleeping with the king of basketball. Everybody knows that's LeBron James. They call him the king. So, okay, he responded, oh, Drew, girl, why you have to open your mouth? Okay. Then we're going to talk about, oh, God, Monique saying that he doesn't know how to be a good parent to his daughter. We talked about this half of last week, the D.L. Hughley and Monique situation. Girl, shut up. Shut up. She is not shutting up. She still wants to talk about it. And D.L. Hughley's daughter came out. She wasn't having it. I don't blame her. Okay. Then we're going to talk about Tim Norman from Sweetie Pies. The shooter, Traval, has turned himself in and pled guilty. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It is a wrap for Tim Norman. I mean, when the shooter says you did it, that you hired him to do it, then I guess you have no more legs to stand on. Also, before we get into that, I wanted to put up my banner. Hello, banner. And I wanted to encourage anyone who hasn't signed up for Perry's Hotline, go ahead and sign up. You guys are doing us justice for this hotline. You guys just send in stories that you even just want me to talk about. Even if you don't have tips, you guys say, well, can you talk about that? And that's what helps me at this point make decisions on what stories we're going to talk about today. I really, really love it. So if you haven't signed up, please sign up. It's 1-702-553-3288. And yes, that does apply to overseas calls, and it's free. I know a lot of people that live across the pond wonder if it costs money. No, it's free. Okay, so let me bring up the panel. What up, Diva?
Hey.
Hey, Perry.
What's up? What's up?
This was a crazy weekend. We had a lot of stuff going on.
Can we talk about? Hey, can we talk about that hotline?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hotline. Look, I'm gonna tell you something, people. I try to interact with y'all every day on that hotline, and you guys come through with some big stuff. Like Sharrell said, sometimes we trying to figure, well, should we talk about this and that? You guys help us make the decision. You guys put the hot in hotline, people.
And wow.
Okay.
Do we have to sit through this? Are you serious? Oh my goodness. I can't. Let's start out with Nene.
Sharrell, can I say one more thing? I know I'm talking a lot.
Yeah.
But hey, people, for the hotline, you guys know about the second channel, Sharrell's 2.0. Yeah. And most of you guys are sub to it, but the ones who aren't with the hotline may not know she got like a criminal channel over there. So she put a video out today. Please go and check out the channel, Sharrell World 2.0.
Yes, guys, I have a new channel, a new crime channel called Sharrell's World 2.0, which we only talk about crime. And it really took off, didn't it? I didn't know. Who got murdered this week? They don't know.
And Sweetie Pie will be over there next.
Oh, God. Yeah. And we will be over there talking about Tim Norman next because it's a wrap. But today, let's start out with Nene Leakes. So Nene Leakes came out Friday and basically said she wanted to mend things with Andy Cohen. It's so many things to talk about. Let's start with Andy Cohen. And people found it odd because you're suing him. Girl, what part don't you get? You are suing Andy Cohen and now you want to make good. So let me play that tape for you really quick.
Coming back to Housewives. You guys are always asking me about coming back to Housewives. Now the chances of that is going to be very slim. But I would like to say happy birthday, Andy. I heard it was we're going to stop this bullshit ass beefing. And today I heard it was his birthday, so I'm going to wish him a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Andy. Oh my God, I hope you're well.
Did she seem sincere, Diva?
Wow. Well, she said happy birthday.
Did Did it seem sincere to you guys?
Okay.
Sunday, right? Sunday, right? You suing me and you want to say, "Oh, you heard it was my birthday. Happy birthday." Shut that happy birthday where the sun don't shine. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Suing me.
Okay, so that's what she said Friday. This is what she's saying today. She's did an about face. I don't know what's going on. Let me see if I can find this. It seemed like she was ready to let bygones be bygones.
And this happened last week. Now this happened last week, right? When she wished him happy birthday?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now she posted this. This is crazy. Nene, stop. Nene, if you don't stop, it's not a good look. There's our dog in the background. She says, it's amazing, isn't it? What, isn't it amazing how one network person, she's talking about Andy Cohen, because she already told us he tried to block the deal with Sirius Radio, can have an issue with you and have every network not work with you. Let's talk about it.
Discrimination, retaliation. She put all these hashtags.
Yeah, you want to go back to it? Look. Hashtag discrimination, hashtag retaliation, hashtag blacklisted, hashtag blackballed. I prefer that word. I don't know listed. Hashtag not fair. Hashtag do you see this shit? Ooh, Nene. Okay, so she's mad. So someone says, sure, right here. While you fail to mention names, anyone with 2.5 brain cells understand exactly who you're referring to, including Andy. And then Nene says, I will always eat good. Believe that. I have always believed in multiple streams of income, so the leaks are good. You old drug head and you old racist. That's what she's calling Andy Cohen. But she didn't say drug head. Go ahead and zoom it in. You guys see what she said. She called him a C cane. I don't know what you call it. C cane head. You guys see that? She said that. No one knew until you knew me. She's saying that. She keeps saying that. No one knew Andy Cohen until they knew Nene Leakes. Remember, child. Remember, I'm an icon. Don't forget it. Nene. You called yourself an icon. Oh my God. Stop. Nene, you're making it harder and harder for me to ride with you. It's so
She really was, though. I mean, she was an icon, though.
Here, you cannot call yourself an icon.
I know. Well, maybe it's,
that comes across arrogant.
Yeah.
I would never call myself an icon. I don't even think I heard Jen Jackson call herself an icon. You don't say it. You let other people say it.
Right. I got you. I mean, she couldn't wait till somebody said it.
Listen, Sharrell, I heard the Monique Lounge was closed over the weekend due to some issues or some type of situation. Your multiple streams of income. So why are you worried about being blocked by something or somebody or someone? You got it going on. You said you never going to go hungry. How you going to wish them happy birthday one minute and then the next minute you rehashing? I mean, what is going on in her head? She's all over the place.
Yeah. And now everybody's been talking about her saying that she's not sleeping with a married man or she didn't take him, stuff like that. And we all know she's being sued. I would not say anything about the situation, right? Go ahead.
Nothing.
But here is some Nene's Leakes. No, Greg Leakes' daughter, Katrina Leakes, responding to her. And that was the other thing that I lost. Okay, because remember, I said I accidentally erased something. So I have to say one of the things she reminded everybody. Here, let me do this one. Someone says, Nene, you know that man was married. And then Greg's daughter jumped in and said, so was my dad when she met him. But I digress. She would go on to say that Nene has not had any contact with the family, who she claims were her stepchildren were her children. She loved them like as if they were her own since he passed away. So there's some serious, I wouldn't say hatred, hurt feelings, maybe.
Right.
I'm just going to assume if you're hurt because she hasn't contacted you, you got to be hurt because she's running around town with the new man so shortly after your father's death.
Right.
This is a sticky situation. I mean, I'm not understanding Nene these days. I heard it was some kind of sanitary thing in her restaurant where she got an F rating.
Yeah, yeah. I actually heard something like that. And
Yeah.
that she got like an F grade or something like that. I'm not sure. I mean, they just rumors, but maybe she was closed for a reason.
But here's the thing: you need to stay out of the media. Okay?
Big time, because Sharrell, and she did a video with her man in the car, and then she had a little tag up there talking about "Mind yours, ours." Girl, you being sued. Right, mind yours, ours. That's going to help the other lawyers say, see, she knew this man was married. Are you dumb, stupid, or both? I'm just like, girl, you crazy.
What?
Who does that?
What is she going through right now? You know you're being sued, and there's a great chance that you might lose this lawsuit. Perry, you were saying something earlier. Someone said to you about something that there was proof that she knew Yoni was married.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, she's been flaunting it. Yeah, I mean, I guess, even after the thing came out about the marriage stuff, she's still taking pictures with him and all this stuff like that.
That's what I heard. The blogger named Chronicles Speaks actually got the court paperwork, and in the paperwork the wife is saying no, she absolutely knew that Yoni was married to her and did not care. So it sounds like they have evidence to back that up. Now I'm not laughing anymore. This is serious.
Well, yeah.
I mean, unless you just give her the $100,000 up front and settle out of court.
Yeah, I mean, because maybe maybe I was wrong last week when I bet at Diva $10. Maybe. But I'm gonna stand by my word. $10 still on there, but it made me wonder now. I'm not sure because, like, for me, proof would be, you can see a person hugged up. Oh, just happy to see a friend. Unless you got a picture of her and whatever his name is, with her legs over the headboard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure. Like, unless you got some pictures of them being intimate.
Shut up.
Oh,
Perry.
Okay.
I can't. Perry is going to ride with Nene no matter what. It's a difference between being a fan and a supporter than them going into denial. She could lose this case.
Well, no, she could. No, but I was saying because I'm not sure what kind of proof it requires. Is what I'm trying to say. Now, people have sent me multiple things that somebody won $7 million.
I told you.
I know, but I didn't believe you. But people backed up what you were saying and sent me the stuff, and I was like, "Well, damn, okay, well, maybe." But what kind of proof did they have? Did they have video footage?
Oh my God! Listen.
Well, you know what, Sharrell? When it first came out that Nene was dating this man, it was said that the man told his wife that he was going there to get investment money for his whole couture suit business or whatever the case may be. And he kept lying to the wife every time he would go see Nene. But she said that Nene knew from the door that they were together, that he was married, that they had a child together. So she knew all of this information when she was doing whatever it is she was doing with the mind, yours, and ours.
Okay, Diva, but what if he didn't lie to the wife? Maybe he still
on the island by
No.
himself.
I'm saying that he said he was going to meet Nene to work on an investment.
Mm-hmm.
What if he's still working on the investment? And sometimes investments require a little extra duty. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
they're gonna pay now. They're gonna pay.
She's claiming in her paperwork that she has evidence. Don't forget to go check that out on Chronicle Speaks channel. Chronicle Speaks went to the courthouse, y'all.
Yes, she did.
Okay, wait, what?
Yeah.
It's like, I say, Nene, you're in trouble. You got to be careful. You got to stay out the media until all of this blows over. Andy can't be a racist. Then you want to make up with him. Now you back a racist because you're back. Stop. I don't know what's going on with her. She's got a lot going on. You need to get consult with counsel and see what they tell you to do. And I guarantee they're going to tell you, shut up.
Shut up.
Stop talking in the media. Nene, you're not making this easy for you. Sheila says she is an icon of BS. Poor Nene. Public opinion is not on your side. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to lose, but it's making things difficult when you go into your case. So Nene, stop. Lily said, Red Lipstick Hustler said, "What up, Perry?"
What's happening with you?
Hey, Red Stick Lily, thank you for everything. Yeah, it's insane. Nene, please be quiet. and this is not going to make anybody else want to work with you even more. If you're in the media, you're already suing the man, and now you keep talking about him in the media. You basically said in so many words, he's a racist, but let's just get over this. Let's make up. And then when he didn't call you back, you damn racist.
She accused him, Sharrell, of using,
she called him C-head. Now, we've heard this before. Andy, we heard this before, but no one said it out loud. At least not anyone that works for you or wants to work with you.
We're not saying it's not true. We're not saying it's not true. But nobody, no. I'm just saying. I mean, we don't know what it man do. You know what I'm saying? But you don't need nobody to come out and say it against you and then turn around and need you.
You can't call me a drug addict and then turn around and expect me to rehire you. What are you doing, Nene? If you want to make amends with Andy Cohen, you don't come out and call him a drug addict.
Do not need Perry and call me a black bastard and need me next week.
And that has nothing for me to do with me not standing up for Black women. That has something to do with common sense.
Absolutely.
It just doesn't work. And a lot of people say if I say something against a Black woman that I'm not standing up for, I'm trying to help her out. I am standing up for her, saying, shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah.
They're going to end up using her own videos and tweets and all of that against her, Sharrell. They really are. They really are.
All right, let's move on. We'll take questions on that later. Next, we got Drew. Okay, so Drew claimed in this last episode, Drew's going through a lot too. And I think Drew's acting extra to save her job. Because we all know everyone calls LeBron James King James. Let's replay this, refresh our memory.
Most famous person who ever hit on you. Most famous. Don't make me. I said hit on time. Hit on in the past.
I mean, I was in a whole-blown relationship with Gerald Levert.
I actually have a song with him that we did together that we never released. Like, it's just sitting on my hard drive.
Oh, that looks like a
That looks good. Come on, Drew. What about you?
I was on Melrose and we were at a restaurant and a certain king of the NBA sent me over a drink.
Oh. So we acting a
Yeah.
Was this before you was married?
No, this was before I was married. We went on a couple of dates. He flew me to his games. And he would listen to my music before his games. All them games, it was off of my music. I'm just saying.
Hasn't and been dating since high school? What music did she have? Did she have music?
Child, you was talking about Laquan. Y'all just heard it wrong.
Wow. Okay.
I might have believed you, but you said he was playing your music before your game. Child, what music is Drew talking about?
I have no idea. But I mean, but you know, she never said names. So she's good at lying.
She said the king of the NBA.
I know. Well, I know. But see, a
Perry,
liar.
Why does Perry feel sorry for these women?
No. I think she's a liar. But what I'm saying, she's good at it to where we can guess she lied or speculate on who she was talking about. But a liar never really say names.
She don't have to say names. She said who it was. As a matter of fact, it double proves to me that she was talking to LeBron James because he posted this on his social media. Come on, Bronny. So he has a picture of him and his wife. Okay, Savannah. Listen, I don't mean to throw shade or be negative, but a lot of NBA players cheat on their wives. It's just what they do. It's part of the game. You expect me to believe that LeBron James, the most famous one of them all, did not? This is what he said. Quick letter to my queen. Simply just letting you know that I appreciate you more than this world has to offer. Child, he's trying to clean house, just like Kobe did when Kobe got caught with the girl. Remember that? It holding me down, this shit down from the very first jump ball. With all the BS that comes into our lives throughout the years and on the daily, you've never wavered, fluttered, or allowed yourself. I simply not be strong for me. But more importantly, you. Where would I be today without you? I think to myself quite often, the answer usually comes back not even close to where you would have wanted. I don't know what this says, to be in my life. This is my appreciation post to you, my queen, because I'm simply letting you know and the world that I ain't shit without you. All I need is this life of sin is me and my girlfriend, aka my best friend, aka wife, Love King.
Right.
Now you think he just posted that out of the blue?
Well,
Harry,
he can appreciate his wife. He could say something nice to her. You know what I'm saying? Why can't he? Right? I mean,
on the day that he gets accused.
Well, you know
of
what though?
having
I
an
mean,
affair,
because maybe he can have more class and not to stoop to her level to come out and address her. And you just get like a little more reinforcement, a little bit, and just saying, "Hey, baby, I love you. I won't be shit without you because you are my world, girl."
So
you know what I'm saying?
Coincidence is not doesn't catch you off guard. Like it just happens to be around that same time.
Look, I'm be quiet with you. King of the NBA, queen of the NBA. I don't see nobody sleeping with Drew.
Oh my God.
I'm saying. And
Harry,
wasn't she dating Ralph at this time? No, I'm saying. And then playing her song. Okay. I'm telling you, she do anything for attention. If Ralph ain't screwing somebody in Orlando, if Ralph ain't doing this, now Ralph cheating with the secretary, Ralph doing this, she's a compulsive liar.
But you know what though, Sharrell? He kind of didn't deny it though. He didn't deny that, it never happened. It wasn't so.
But do you have to?
Did you just call Drew a compulsive liar?
Yeah. I mean, look what LeBron James is. He don't have to bow down and respond to some.
But he did respond though. He did respond.
No.
He did respond. He was like, "You're my queen. I love you from the beginning." That's indirectly telling her, "I never cheated on you, babe."
He talking to his wife.
Stop. We're not doing this today.
Though, Perry. He addressed it.
You know what though? See, the only reason Drew survived is because people like y'all believe her shit.
Oh my God! What?
Yeah, y'all all into it. Yeah, she slept with the king. If she slept with anybody,
if she slept with
anybody, it was Elvis. That was the king.
Perry. LeBron told on himself. I wouldn't even address the nonsense.
No, he did
He's been married to that. He's been married to his best friend, his queen, the one that's been holding it down all these years. I'm not addressing somebody from some reality show, but he addressed it. He addressed it, Perry, because it was true.
No,
he
didn't address that.
He slid in over there with Drew, and he addressed it.
Why y'all hating on me?
People are saying, Perry, stop. Perry, because you are taking up for these crazy people. I don't know.
Look, no. I'm not here backing up LeBron saying he never did anything wrong.
You called Drew a compulsive liar.
I seriously doubt. It's trolls everywhere. People can make up lies every day. Look, and
I think she embellished the story. I think she embellished the story, Perry, with the music, because we ain't never heard no music from her. I don't know.
Maybe she could have slept with Chloe's ex-husband. What is his name?
Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar. Or the other one. Yeah.
She got the L's mixed up.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he was a king to her.
Listen.
No, he signed his end of his note to his wife, King. He's letting all of us Housewives fans know, I love my wife. I've been loyal and faithful to my wife.
Okay, y'all real quickly jump on the guy stuff. LeBron didn't address that. He didn't say nothing about it. But according to what people are saying, was she with Ralph at the time that supposedly had happened? Is she admitting that she cheated on Ralph?
Well, Ralph didn't say nothing.
No. I'm saying let's talk about if they was together since high school or whatever.
Perry, you're gonna come up with some excuse. Let me move on, because that's not the only.
I mean, I just hate when a liar can just throw something out there and then y'all two run with it.
You just called Drew a liar. Anyway, listen, Drew is facing another problem, and that is her co-star Sonia Richardson Ross coming out on her yesterday and saying she wasn't a real friend, inviting her to a party and disinviting her to a party. Yeah, she did. It was crazy. So Drew had something to say about it on social media. So she posted this. Child, it was crazy. She said, "This flip-flopping bitch."
Oh, wow.
That's what she called Sonia. Keep kissing that ass. As fake as they come. She's talking about Sonia. So we're never friends. Clearly, just friendly. Take notes taken. By the way, Kenya, I wasn't coming for you. Just fun. Shade sis. She's pissed at Sonia, but Sonia did not back down. She went on Candy Show and said this is crazy. This is ridiculous.
I was introduced to Drew by a stylist we had in common, Jeremy.
Yes.
And we hung out maybe 2 or 3 times before we officially started filming.
Yeah.
So I feel like saying that we're friends is loose. We was friendly. We was friendly. The only person I had dinners with and stuff was Drew. But I feel like that didn't make us friends.
I'm gonna have to bring this up because she's gonna bring it up later.
I know, she picked me up.
They showed it now. They showed
the same thing.
When
She done called me.
had an accident.
Oh my God. What happened?
Who was the one you called?
Damn, Sonia.
I mean, I called, so okay.
Drew seems to save a lot of people in situations.
Yeah, Drew is the Captain Save-Ho.
Are you able to drive? Do you need me to come get you? Like, I mean, if you can. I can.
No offense to you.
Okay. Hold on. Wasn't no hold on to be saying. I don't want to make light of that because so my husband was out of town, so obviously I called my husband first, my mom, them, and I had talked to Drew prior to that. So when I called her back, I was just telling her what happened, and she's like, I was like, sure, that'd be cool if you want to come, because we're bonding. Like, this is another opportunity for us to get to know each other.
There you have it. She said, girl, I don't know you like that. We ain't really friends like that. Right. I just met you. Yeah. And I'm not your friend. Just because I was friendly to you doesn't mean I'm your friend. Drew came back, called her a biatch, and then she responded a final time. This is ridiculous. Wow. Yeah, everyone's saying that she's looking for a moment because they're saying that, well, when your car broke down, you sure did call your friendly person. Sonia says, actors gonna act. How long we been friends, Drew? What's my middle name? What's my favorite color? Girl, stop. And based on this tweet, looks like you the one kissing ass.
And I can see her point.
Here, does Sonia have a point?
I can see her point. Like, just because, I mean, no. I mean, look, you on the cast with these people, and you see a needy person over there looking for attention, right? So she could have called an Uber, but she called her ass. She called Drew. She gave Drew. A friend. She's helping Drew out with her storyline.
Why didn't she call Andy Cohen? Why didn't she call Teresa Judah?
No.
Because she doesn't know them like that.
And then nobody else is looking needy.
We're not doing that. No, Perry, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
No. Sonia is not needy. I'm talking about Drew.
I know you're talking about Drew. We're not going to do that. Drew got her issues, but we're not going to put this one on Drew. You ate dinner with me. You came to my room and my makeup artist touched up your face, right? You ain't giving no money. My makeup artist touched up your face so you could go out on the streets in New York, right? You crashed your car, your man out of town, but in your house lives your mother, your father, your sister, your uncle, your brother, your cousins, and all the kids, and you gonna call me to pick you up. No man, and you gonna say we ain't friendly, we ain't friends. I came and I worked out with you and your husband. Y'all been hanging out with us. Now we not even friendly. We not friends. You don't really know me like that. Wow. Goodbye.
Go Diva. Go Diva.
I was gonna ask you how your weekend was. I can see right now you was at home hating all weekend because it's like an explosion of hate. Okay. Look, her grandparents, whoever she had at home, didn't come across that needy. Okay. You see a person struggling with a storyline. Okay, did he cheat with the nurse or his assistant or whatever? Look, she gave her some free airtime. She called Drew to pick her up. Drew picked her up. But that don't mean they friends.
Oh my God. If you come pick me up in the middle of the damn street after I get in a car accident, Can I just ask anybody to pull over and give me a ride home?
Do not mean you friends.
Oh my God.
Take her to go get the kid. Not only did I pick you up, I had to go to your kid's school so you could get your kid too. And you don't know me like that? You don't like me like that?
Oh,
nah.
Okay. So if you pick me up because I got in an accident, I'm supposed to give you the key to my house?
Perry, stop. Perry, stop.
Like, do I supposed to invite you over for Thanksgiving? Come on, people. Y'all, look, ladies, I don't know what's going on over this damn weekend, but y'all being awful soft. Okay.
Wait, I'm done talking to you. That's ridiculous, child. Bye. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Drew is needy. Drew is not needy.
Yes,
Sonya's being disrespectful.
right.
Sonya's being disrespectful.
Yes, she is.
She's being very disrespectful. And even if you say that, okay, we're not cool like that, you don't say it on television.
What if she realized? Okay, now see, this is the part you're in. What if she'd been around Drew enough to realize Drew was bad company? Okay. Now she don't have the right to be judgmental. Just because a person pick you up and give you a ride, you still can be judgmental. But you know what,
Perry? Then don't come to my judgmental room. Don't come to me being messy.
She was giving her,
and my makeup artist is going to touch up your face. Get out of here! Don't use my people. You use me. You using me.
No. She was giving She was giving her opportunity to prove something, to prove who she was, and
Perry,
she showed who she was, and the girl ain't buying it.
I'm gonna move on because we'll argue with that another day. Because Perry. Perry smoking weed again.
See, you know what? That's the thing about y'all ladies. Every time y'all wrong about something, Perry's smoking weed.
You are smoking
Perry,
weed.
Shut up. I'm just saying.
Okay, Perry, hush it. Is that better?
Okay. Hush. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, we got another story. Let's move on. Now we're going to talk about the Tim Norman case. That the shooter, Travell, I think his last name is Smith. Let me put it up. I have a tape. Pleaded guilty this weekend. He's the shooter, and he's the one that's saying, without a doubt, he was hired by Tim Norman. When the shooter puts you at the scene of the crime and saying that you paid him, the only people that are left is Erica. Well, the girl's already in jail. YL, the insurance guy, Tim, and Travell. Well, he already pled guilty. That's one down and 3 more to go. I'm going to play this tape, and I'm going to tell you how I feel about Miss Robbie in a minute.
A guilty plea in a murder for hire case involving a reality TV star from the show Welcome to Sweetie Pies. Travell Hill is one of 4 people charged in this case, and he confessed to killing Andre Montgomery back in 2016. Montgomery is the grandson of Sweetie Pie's founder. Also charged in that case is Montgomery's uncle, Tim Norman.
Now, the rumor is that Miss Robbie is still supporting her son. She's the only one that goes to see him. Your son took the life of your grandson. Now, I know that's a horrible situation to be in, but what are you doing? Do we give Miss Robbie a break? Miss Robbie a break? I can't. Because did you ever watch the show, and did you love Andre?
Yeah, but did you read that? Did you read that? Right there.
Bonji, I'm not messing with you, Bonji. Stop.
I watched that show faithfully, Sharrell, and it's heartbreaking. It really is. He unfortunately, her son is a psychopath. And I think the time that he spent in jail previously, I think it damaged him even more. Because remember, he was in jail, then he got out of jail, and then he started working with his mom.
He was in jail a decade.
Yeah, I think the time he spent in jail, it really damaged him even more than he probably was before he went in jail. And I think when he came out, and since his mom had this show and they was doing the show, I think the fame kind of went to his head, but also the money went to his head. And because remember, his own mother had to sue him at one point because he was just using her name and just opening business at the business, and he was doing like bad business deals. But when you can kill your own nephew, allegedly hire someone to kill your own nephew, that is it. And allegedly, remember, they were saying that he also was going to do his own mother.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to be delicate about this situation, and I want to talk more about the Miss Robbie side. Georgia says that's still her son. I cannot listen.
Okay.
Georgia, everybody has different opinions. I cannot support my son knowing what he did to my grandson that had a whole life ahead of him. 19 years old. Can you imagine losing your life at 19? What you would have missed out on? I
By
just
the
don't
hands of
understand
your
Miss
uncle.
Robbie.
By the hands of your uncle. And if you watch the show, Sharrell, you remember when she went on vacation one time and came back and she was robbed, and allegedly that was her son too that did that. With all the combination of things, I would have to. We can never say wholeheartedly what we would do until we're
Right.
in the situation, right? But I would say I would think myself with all of those combinations of things, I would have to say God bless, and I would do a final visit to him and say, good luck.
That's how
Because
I
that's too
feel.
much.
Are we being harsh, Perry? What's your thought on this? Let
No,
me
I
read
don't
the
think
super
you're being
chat really
harsh
quick.
though. Go ahead, Sharrell.
Sharrell, please do daily videos again. We miss you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You know what? I can't even say it, like Diva said, until you're in that situation. But at the same time, I can say this: if I'm in that situation and know what happened, I still know what the hell you just did. Okay, and people can say, "Well, that's still her son." Well, if that was her grandson, Andre, right? Was it her daughter? Did she have a
It was her
daughter?
son's, her deceased son's son.
Okay, so I mean, you gonna praise him up and disregard your other son that was passed?
I know.
You see what I'm
Well,
saying?
okay.
So I'm saying both of them. He's
if
still family.
you're saying she's got to remain neutral. Don't take a side because it's two family members. No,
And I
Perry.
think she's in denial. And I think,
Mm-mm.
and if she stay in denial, I can only say she spoiled Tim too damn much. And she might be the reason why his ass is in prison.
I
When
cannot
you don't have a
support
boundary.
you. You
Huh?
lied. You were at this man's funeral. Oh my God, I can't think about it. Pretending that you were distraught with the family,
Mm-hmm.
lying to us for some insurance money.
Mm-hmm.
You had no respect for nobody but yourself for your greedy ass. He thought he was going to get that money. And I just can't. You lie to me. I can't. I mean, I love Miss Robbie, but I'm not understanding her at this point. I'm sorry. I
I'm
just
sure it's
feel that
painful
way.
for her, but I mean, it is. I mean, she get to face reality of what her son did. Until she's ready to do that, she can stay in denial, but she's only hurting herself, in my
I
opinion.
mean, because mentally, Tim's already gone.
Yeah.
He is gone. So you might as well start that process, and you have to admit to what he did, and you have to back away. That means something's wrong up here that she can't fix.
Uh-huh.
That's just how I feel. This is a crazy situation. Oh, my
Well,
last
you know
story.
what, Sharrell, is so hard. She had two sons. One is physically gone, like because he died. And then now you have your grandson that was a part of that son. Now he's gone by the hands of your living son. But your living son is now gone too because he's behind bars and most likely is never going to get out by the time. Like, even if he gets out, it won't be within her time, and I'm not being fresh. Like, she's in her late 80s, right? And so she's dealing with so much mental anguish. She probably can't wrap her mind around the fact of not speaking to her living son.
Right.
But Diva, isn't that some form of disrespect to Andre and his mother?
And I think that's why the family is like split. It's like it's not good with the family right now because everybody and so many people speculated before it came out that Tim had something to do with the whole situation. And remember, Tim tried to, he was dirty. He tried to put that robbery on the nephew. Do you know what I mean?
He did.
Yeah, he tried to put that robbery on the nephew. So it's a shame.
It's a hard situation. Kobe's bringing light back to the situation. She says, whose hips are bigger, Corey Gamble or Tim Norman? Tim Norman, okay? He looks
Tim's will be because he'd be locked up for a long time.
That's a sick man. All right, my last story. Thank you, Kobe, for the super chat. Is the whole Monique DL Hughley thing that I said I never would talk about again, but I have to. I have to because Monique went another step further. This weekend, she said DL Hughley was irresponsible with his daughter. Now, this is a touchy subject. I didn't get to download the tape. So it's on the Real Mo. Oh, she posted it on her damn channel. Oh, my God. So DL Hughley had admitted a couple years ago that his daughter had informed him that a friend of DL's touched her inappropriately, and he did not believe his daughter at the time. Eventually, after evidence surfaced and stuff, he would go on to say that he believes his daughter now. And not only that, in this interview that he gave with Flex, he said that he felt bad about it. So Monique posted this girl to her social media. Then she came on her Instagram live with that husband again, dragging DL yet again, basically calling him a bum in so many words. The husband was like, "You don't know how to respect women, and how dare you turn on your daughter like that? And I wouldn't have to think twice." And then Monique came out and said, "I'm a abuse victim, and can you imagine if people? I know how it feels for people to say they don't believe you." But it would be one thing, in my opinion, if she said this not in the middle of a feud. I think she's using that as a weapon. Monique, you need to stop. You need to stop. And no wonder you get blackballed, because you are dragging people through the mud. What does this have to do with your contract disputes? You're going to bring up a sensitive subject in DL's life, and more importantly, the daughter's life? I don't understand her. What is she getting out of this? Does she just want to win at all costs?
Pretty much.
You think she's doing this to win?
You just answered it. I mean, she couldn't win the contract battle. So let me hit him personally and talk about something terrible that happened in his past.
Well, DL's oldest daughter wasn't having it, so she came out against Monique. And somebody should have said something. But this is children. It's a mess. She says, "Hi, the real Monique." She's talking to Monique. "I'm Ryan Nicole Shepard, DL Hughley and LaDonna Hughley's eldest daughter. You've now publicly disrespected my mother, who I love and care for very much, and my baby sister, who I love and care for very much, to get back at my father, who I love, respect, and care for very much. At this point, I feel like you are asking my family and myself to act out of character." Ooh, out of all things you could have legitimately said about my dad, if that's the route you want to take, you choose to be deliberately mean and hurtful to two Black women who have nothing to do with this conversation. Using my mama and my sister to show people my father's character only shows how little mental stability, dignity, morality, and respect you have, not only for yourself, but for other Black women. You're clearly 2 crayons short of the full boxes. You're disgusting, and you absolutely need to keep every single member of my family's name out of your mouth. I can't say I blame her. Monique,
no, not at all.
What are you doing? That was dead ass wrong. And if I wanted to support you, I couldn't. You're bringing children into this, children's trauma, and you being a victim yourself. You got mad at Oprah Winfrey for bringing your brother on the show. Now you are also shaming someone else's trauma. That's what I'm going to call it. DL came out publicly, apologized to his daughter, which is a hell of a thing, but they mended as a family. I just don't understand Monique. And people say, well, she's telling it like it is. Not for that. She stopped talking to Oprah Winfrey because Oprah Winfrey brought her victimizer on the show. Kobe says, Royce jailed for 14 drag, but DL gets a pass. No, I'm not saying DL gets a pass. I'm saying she's using this as a weapon to hurt DL because of this contract dispute. Now, she could have said it all day long, you not believing your daughter is horrible, and it is. I'm not condoning what DL did. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
I'm just saying Monique herself and her husband are using this topic as a weapon to smear DL for public support. That's how I feel. I mean, I think it's disgusting. Me and you fighting over a contract, that's one thing.
Right.
You going on stage talking about it, I didn't feel comfortable with that. But some people, that's another thing. You standing up for yourself, no one has anything to do with it. But you bringing up someone's childhood trauma, Monique, come on, girl, stop. Don't, please let this end it. Don't bring up this DL thing anymore. And that daughter, the eldest daughter, had every right, because you are dragging her family at this point. That's how I feel. Am I wrong, Perry? Diva?
Nope.
What do you guys?
No. She went gutter low. She went gutter low just to win a fight. Like, come on, this is not the playground, and you're dealing with something serious. And you want to always talk about how you defending the babies. You know, you here for the black woman, but you didn't protect that black woman either. Okay, you didn't have to resurface the thing and post it on your media just to prove that this man doesn't care about black women. That is not that serious. It really isn't. So I think that she goes gutter low. I think she's her own worst enemy, and daddy comes second. She's number one, the worst enemy against herself, and then her husband, daddy, he's the second worst enemy against her. You know, both of them, they don't even freaking balance each other out. Usually, you know, you going off and your partner be like, all right, babe, you know what? We're gonna let this one go, calm down. Let's pull back for a second. You know what I mean? But no, both of them is rah, 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 rah. They get that camera on, they go Instagram live, and they don't even think about the brand.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, Perry, you agree? Your thoughts really quick?
Oh, no, I agree. I think that she stepped over the limit. Like, if she seriously had a problem with that, it didn't take a contract dispute for you to bring this shit up.
Yeah.
But now that you bring it up at this moment, not to say that he was right on how he handled that, right? I mean, I'm not even going to touch on whether he was right or wrong with that. I feel like, and there's more things he probably could say about her and daddy.
Monique and daddy?
Yeah.
Who have an open relationship, by the way. They have an open relationship.
No. I'm just saying things can get more nastier, but her main issue was the contract. When as soon as people started to look at you as if you really didn't have a contract like that, now you want to go to hitting below the belt.
I mean,
I think it's
suffering from that kind of abuse is damaging, and she should know that of all people. I don't know. Let's see what other people think. Let's start taking calls.
Okay.
I want to say it's a lot. Whoa. A lot of people got a lot to say. Let's try to take these fast. Hi, Autumn. How are you? What do you want to sound off on first?
Okay, real quick. The Nene leak situation, I think you guys got it a little confused. I really don't think that quote unquote happy birthday wish was any kind of way of her trying to get into Andy's good graces. I think that's a reach. I think she was being sarcastic as hell. She wasn't trying to bow down to him, and you guys just read that scenario wrong.
You think that she was being
sarcastic? Yeah.
Oh my God! Was somebody you're suing?
Yeah,
but so you're gonna say let's let bygones be bygones because so much is going on in the world today, and then you say, matter of fact, I heard it was Andy's birthday, and you say happy birthday, and you think she was just joking.
I didn't hear it like that, Diva. I heard it totally different. I really just heard it as her being sarcastic, as well as you guys had stated that her restaurant was closed for health violations this weekend. That's not what I heard. I heard that her son had gotten into an accident and posted on their Instagram page said that they were closed due to an emergency. I think what happened was there was another YouTuber that went on and did a skit and just was making fun and just made it seem like that was the reason why. And I think people saw that and ran with it and turned the whole narrative into something that it wasn't. I don't believe that it was a health code violation.
Oh, and you sure are right. Let me put this up. I was looking up while you were talking. This is terrible. Oh my God, you guys, look at this. Hold on, let me put this on the screen. Thank you, Autumn. Hold on.
You're welcome.
This is awful. Look at this. Hold on, come on. Terrible. You don't wish this on nobody. So Radar Online is reporting. So here, a close call, Nene Leak's son in a near fatal car wreck. 13 photos of the crash that landed him in jail and rehab. Oh, it's got to be Brent. I mean, what's the older Bryson? Right. Do you guys see the car upside down? Oh my God.
Damn, that's sad.
That is
yeah,
sad.
there it is. It's bright. It's the oldest one, Bryson. It says Nene Leak's legally troubled son, Bryson Bryant, had a brush with death after flipping over his car in a reckless driving accident that landed him in the hospital, jail, and eventually rehab. Child, she's been having problems with Bryson for a minute.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I think that also.
Sharrell, I can I know that this accident happened. I saw that too, but so your restaurant is a one-man show though? Like,
Whatever the
you
case may be,
understand
we're
what I'm
closing the
saying?
restaurant down so I find out what's going on with my child, period, end of story. And it was just that's what happened. Two, I know the same Bryson's baby mother came out.
Oh my God. Sorry. Someone's right. That's old. That happened.
That was in 2016.
Oh, so that's old.
Yeah. But still though, let's do this though. Even if it was recent, right? I'm not. If I have a store and I have an emergency, I'm not the only one running my store. I got managers, I got cooks, I got other people that can continue my business while I go handle my emergency.
I get what you're saying, Diva, but everybody doesn't handle business the way everybody else would like them to. Now, does that make her a good businesswoman? I would say not. Maybe should she handle it differently? Probably, absolutely. But is that what she posted on her internet? Yes, that is. Do we have to agree with it? No, we don't.
Well, I mean, no. I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying, Artem, why do you think the restaurant was closed down?
Personally. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. She said due to an emergency. Now, if the health department came and there was a health violation, that's easy enough to see. Anybody can go in and pull that up. Nobody's posted any receipts saying that there had been
I'm not sure
that they would close.
I'm not sure if it was, but if it happened, that would be considered an emergency, wouldn't it?
It would be a violation.
Carrie.
I don't know if it's necessarily an emergency, but what I'm saying is, don't you think they would have posted that quicker, or other people would come out with those?
No. I'm hearing what you're saying, and I like to hear both sides because I don't know neither. I'm just saying I just heard somebody.
Let me ask you this really quick, Autumn, because my advice to Nene was stay out of the media. What do you think about that?
No, I think that's her best bet right now. She got a lot going on. She's got things attacking her at every angle. Some may say this could be karma, coming back to her. I'm not oblivious to the fact that it doesn't look good. And maybe she needs to just go sit down and shut up sometimes. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting here and just being an avid defender without recognizing that she is wrong in a lot of these cases. She does cause a lot of these issues for herself. But all I'm saying is, just because somebody accuses you of something does not necessarily make it so. You see
That's
what I'm
true.
saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Just to say.
Let me ask you, Smoke. Should Nene had apologized to Andy Cohen, and what do you think her motive was for apologizing? Was she just being bitchy?
I think she was just being an ass, honestly. I think she sees that the show is moving on without her, and yes, some of the fans want her back, but it's just you didn't burn. She detonated that bridge ever being rekindled. So it's kind of you missing that Bravo check, you're missing the notoriety, the fame, and all of that comes with it. And now that College Hill ain't gonna give you that degree that you want at TSU, you trying to just find any which way to kind of just muscle Andy to take you back, and it's not gonna work. Unfortunately, you were the cause of one being kicked off, being escorted off the show, and any possibility of you coming back, you really just destroyed that on your own. So she might as well just, get on and move on. Try to start fresh somewhere else, or maybe start on BET Plus and work her way up that ladder to the top. And who knows? She might be running BET in a couple of years. You never know.
You never know. Really quickly, before I start bringing up more callers, I start with you, Smoke. I feel really weird that Miss Robbie's supporting Tim. Do I need to back up and let her handle this her way?
Yes, because I think it's hard for a mother, let alone a grandmother, to kind of accept the fact that your son could have possibly killed your grandson of your son who is no longer here. That's a lot to be weighing on her heart. And someone even said it in the comments that she's 81. If she accepts the fact that her son killed her grandson, that could kill her potentially.
Yeah, you're right.
Sharrell, I was going to say the same thing with the Miss Robin situation. That's like the definition of unconditional love. I think in her defense, I think until it's proven to be so, she doesn't even want to wrap her mind about that reality because it's probably too much to bear for her at this time. Also, if she is the you also said that she's the only one that comes to see him. Well, he released a statement on his prison page and said that he hasn't seen anyone, that they've denied him visits from everybody. So I know that she's reserving judgment and paying for the lawyers and stuff, hoping that what her son is telling her is correct. But I don't think that she can handle the truth right now.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's probably true. I mean, because it definitely has to be hard. What Smoke said, it had to be hard. And I guess as a parent, you really want to give your kid the benefit of the doubt. To the point where it's like saying, "Hey, well, maybe you know what? I can't believe my son would do this." And it's a hard thing to juggle, but it's sad that.
No, it definitely is sad. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy because that's horrible.
Nope. I mean, it's one thing losing a child, but when you lose a child that caused damage to one of your grandkids, it's like a double whammy. You know what I mean? It's like crazy.
And possibly like she was going to be next.
Right. Exactly. That was the other thing because it came out that supposedly he had life insurance policies out on her as well. And, he was trying to set her up. So she can't wrap her mind. She would have to wrap her mind around a whole bunch of stuff that I think at her age would probably take her out of here.
Yep. No, I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah. Now, Diva, you was coming down hard on my girl Drew. Let me ask you a question. So everybody you meet, they become your friends right away? Aren't there levels to it? Because I know you can meet somebody and then initially you're like friendly, then you might become acquaintances and you start, like she said, like Sonya said, working yourself towards friendship. And during that process, you start seeing whether that person aligns with what you have going on or not. You have to remember, they're filming a TV show. So obviously there was a camera crew with Sonya that day. So she must have been going somewhere. So who she would have called would have been limited. She didn't ask Drew, can you come get me? Drew offered and she said yes, I guess just so that they can have camera time or whatever. But that doesn't make you my friend.
Well, here's the thing, Autumn. If we show or no show, you call me. You could have called Kenya. We doing a show. Call Kenya. You could have called Candy. We doing a show. Call Candy. Call Sharrell. You call me. So you call me. I come pick you up. Then I gotta take you to get little man, your kid, and you got a house full of people. You could have also said when I said I'll come get you, you could have said no. But then we on the New York trip. Your makeup a little off. I got the makeup artist here, and I said, go ahead, sit down in the chair. She'll beat your face. She'll clear your face up too. So what we're not going to do is you're not going to get the benefits of being my friend, but then you want to get shady and act like you're not my friend. So what Sonya did to this with this episode when she went to the room, got her face beat, but she knew she had a problem with Drew. Don't be coming here using up my makeup and you got a problem with me. Now we around the ladies and you trying to tell me that you got issues with me. Miss me with that.
Okay, all right. I'm going to go ahead and bring up some new callers. I don't know if you guys noticed, I got kicked out the studio.
Yes, we saw.
We like Sharrell missing. What happened to Sharrell?
Kicked out the studio. I'm like, what is going on? And it started echoing. I'm having problems.
Sharrell, can I say one last thing to Diva and then I'm just going to drop down? Diva, if you watch the whole show on Candy Speak on it, she said the reason she called Drew is because she had just spoken to her, like she just got off the phone with her, so she called her back. Okay, so that's why she called her. And as far as being in New York and getting her face beat, if I come to your room and you got a whole entourage, everything's going on, and I need to take a seat, if you offer me to get my makeup done, who's going to say no? That still doesn't make us friends. Thank you. Have a good day, everybody.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Smoke. I'm going to bring up some new calls. Child, I got
Oh, I
kicked
just have
out
one
of
more
my
thing,
own.
Sharrell.
I got kicked out of
Hey,
my own
you say you
stream.
got one more thing, Sharrell.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Smoke.
Thank you so much for the birthday wishes from y'all. Thank you. It's my 30th birthday, so thank you so much for that. And
That's right.
yeah, keep loving on y'all. I can't wait to see what else the panel has to say.
All right,
Happy
bro. Enjoy.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Smoke. Take care. Okay, let's hear from the queen. Hey, girl, what you got?
What's up, Queen?
Oh, hello, everyone. How are you?
Okay.
Thank you so much. So I'm gonna make it very light today. Dio referenced Precious as Monique's autobiography. So when we think about Precious, let's think about the acts and the things that went on in that movie. It even was a diagnosis of the 3-letter word that we're not gonna say. That she had got from her boyfriend or whoever was messing with Precious. So that goes deep. I feel like we are giving, or some people are giving Dio a pass, because when a child comes to you and tell you something of that nature, and for you to ignore it because it's somebody that you fantasize about, that is a sickness.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. I agree. But, Queen, what about the timing of it all?
The timing of it all, he, as a parent, if my child comes to me and tell me something, I don't care who you are. You know, knowing me, I will probably be on my way to visit you.
But does she have the right, Monique, to bring it up in the middle of an argument? They are battling over this contract.
Well, like I said, he referenced Precious as her autobiography.
He did.
So when you reference that as my autobiography, okay, now it's time to take off the layers.
Well, I ain't never fighting with you.
But he never talked about her twins. He never talked about her kids. If we gonna fight, keep it between us. But don't be dragging my family in it. And the thing is, I'm not saying that D.L. Hughley was right. We all are acknowledging that not, relieving his child is dead wrong. But
horrible.
I can give him some respect for saying he was wrong and saying he had apologized, because there's thousands and thousands of parents out there where the kid comes to them and they don't believe them and they never apologize and they never get any acknowledgement from their parent that really did happen.
What about this, Diva? Queen is saying, hey, she ain't lying. It happened.
She's not lying.
She's bringing it up at the inopportune moment.
Sit here and justify that it was okay for him to totally dismiss his daughter's.
Nobody's doing that.
Brought the
accusation. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. I am definitely not doing that at all.
This is what Queen is saying. Queen is saying it happened. You put it out there. Everybody knows about it. And
no, everybody didn't know about it, Sharrell, but you resurface it to make sure that everybody knew about it. And you only resurface it not to help that girl. You resurface it so that you can win an argument. And that is gutter low. So you never said to that girl in your talk when you were saying it, you never said to the daughter, like, you know what? I'm so sorry your dad did that to you. I hope you got help. I hope you are healing. I hope you are doing better. You only pointed it out so you can let the world know that he is this dirty, nasty man that didn't even protect his daughter. And you didn't protect her. You re-weaponized her by reposting the video and bringing it up. You didn't bring it up in any healing. You didn't bring it up in any healing. Go ahead, Queen. I'm sorry.
She was showing that it was he has a disdain for women. And if he'll sit up here and not even respect a situation when his daughter comes to him and tell her something, I'm still on that. Like, did I miss the memo? Am I at the wrong party?
You are.
I'm still on.
You missed the memo. You missed the memo.
They've been violated, and you're saying, "Oh, that's not nothing to worry about."
Okay. This is what he's saying. This is what DL. Well, this is what Queen is saying. She's saying that she's using what happened as an example. She's not trying to. She's saying, "Look, he did it over here before, and now he's doing it over here."
Example, Sharrell. If he did it so much, Give us another non-sensitive example. Show us where he did it to another comedian.
But
Don't bring up his
Well,
daughter.
okay,
Don't bring
wait,
up his daughter. No. You claim he did it
Now
so
the
much. You
cat is
claim
out
he
the
does
bag.
this
Let's
all
talk
the
about it.
time. What happened?
Now the cat is out the bag. Let's talk about it.
Okay, wait a minute.
Okay,
Okay.
daughter was
Okay,
violated.
hold on, Mel.
I'm
This is
ready
getting
now.
heated.
Out of his own mouth, because of his likeness to that person, he didn't address that person. So you a sick individual because I'm not understanding that. Let somebody touch my kids and I find out and they tell me.
Okay, so
you can't tell me nothing.
Okay.
I'm about to go straight ham.
Okay, so I have wait, I have to say this.
Y'all let her finish. Let her finish.
Okay.
We gotta protect the kids.
That's
we gotta
true.
protect the woman.
That's true.
Kids, I'm passionate about this.
So am I, queen. So am I, queen. But I don't want to.
You should be outraged just like I am right now. If
No,
your daughter,
but see, the thing is, the thing is, I am outraged. But how did she help that girl? So you saying we should be outraged at him? Why are you not outraged that she resurfaced it and brought it up?
Well,
That's what I'm not getting.
Diva, let me say this really quick. If I got in a fight with Perry and Perry slapped me, I'm in my right to say he just didn't slap me. Look at him slap this person in this situation. In this situation, she's giving an example of
so why couldn't she use another example? Why couldn't she use an example with some other comedians where he did respect it? Why are you using his daughter?
Okay, because he took it low when he said that she was like an autobiography of Precious. That's low. Like that movie is crazy.
He said she, not her kids. He didn't say nothing about her twins. He didn't say nothing about her children. He said she.
Diva, when you go low, there's no gloves on. I'm going for the jugular.
No woman, I'm
going low. I'm gonna gut him.
No, I'm sorry. When you go low, when we fighting, you don't bring my kids into it.
Hold on.
I'm bringing my mama into it.
Let's settle down for a minute.
I'm sorry. Okay,
let's everybody settle down. Hold on, Mel. What are your thoughts?
Okay, thank you. So what I wanted to say is actually I'm agreeing with a lot of delays what delays are saying, but this is what I want to say. Didn't Monique know his character before she decided to work with him?
Come on.
So my thing is this. So we're talking about his past. We're talking about his family, his issues. I'm not saying what he did in the past or what he does currently.
That was a role.
No. I would think I love what y'all are saying. But I just want to say this real quick. I think that the indictment of the man and his character, the past, present, and the future, whatever he is, I think that when you do business with a person like that, you have to be careful who you're doing business with. If you think that he was not up to your standard before you signed a contract to work with him, you should have did that before you decided to do business with him. Now, after you've had a disagreement with him, now these things are coming out. So I don't know what I feel about what she's done on social media, and I don't know what I feel about him as a man. But I do know that when I'm doing business with somebody, if I research them and I find something that's not with my principle, I'm not doing business with you. So I'm looking at Monique sideways, because if you knew this information before you did business with him, why didn't that stop you in your tracks at that time?
Come on, Mel.
Yeah.
Well, come on, Mel.
That makes sense. That definitely makes sense. But if you're going low, you're going low. I'm sorry.
I'm going low too. I'm from New York City, so that part I agree with. Like, if somebody attacks me, I will go. But I'm not going to go to a level in business with you if I think you're going to attack me.
Yeah.
But it's not like she's making these things up.
Yeah, I'm not going to go.
Humble pie is being passed out, so everybody get a plate because you're about to get a slice.
Well, I want to say something about LeBron. When he dropped that with his wife, that was 2 days ago. It was before this episode even aired. He became a billionaire, and then he started thanking his wife. That's what that post was about.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like y'all
first
not
NBA active player to become a billionaire,
and
I would thank my wife too.
Yes, this black man in this good family. I'm not going to sit up here and say he's innocent, because we all got flaws. But he kept stuff. You heard nothing bad about LeBron in the news or anything.
Nope.
So I agree with you, Georgie. Do you think Drew's being messy?
Most definitely. Yep. I think she's a liar. She's desperate just to stay on there. She's a C-list actor. I can't stand her now. Now she's going to drag LeBron, not King James. I was not going to have that. No.
Have y'all noticed that Drew is like starting to look or act like Portia. I mean, from the roles. I mean, from her having issues with her man. I mean, the therapy, because Portia did go through therapy, and this just seems like a boring replay reject. And I really wish that he would just, like, Portia set the bar really high. So, baby, if you ain't out here taking what God has for you, we don't want to see it.
Come on
Yeah,
now.
I think
But
she's
can
boring.
but can I say this too? I want to say two things about Tim, and I want to say about this Drew's friend. So I agree with Diva when she said this. When she said that they probably went. So I think that I'm sorry, I forgot about that. I'm getting so caught up in everything. I'm gonna go to Tim. I think that Miss Robbie is, as y'all was saying, she's a very elderly woman. And you know what? Most of her family, God forbid, is gone through tragedy or through crime. And I think that if she has one lone person left in prison who is being investigated or getting ready to go down the road for his crimes, it might be very, very, very hard for her to say, you know what? You did me dirty. You destroyed my family. You
What
broke
does
my
that
heart.
say to Andre's family?
But you talking about her son, the one that's gone?
Yeah.
Well, that's her child, isn't it? That's he's gone. And she lost one son already. And I think
That's her grandson, and he has a mother, and they have a family, and they're upset because your son took my son's life.
Well, you know, Miss
And you're
Sharrell,
supporting him.
I think that what I think is this. I think that in these situations, and we see it all the time in the news and different things, I thank God I have not experienced this myself. But I think it's very complicated. It's a very tragic situation that happened to this family. And I don't judge Miss Robbie for how she's dealing with it. And at the end of the day, she suffered these tragedies too, and her life was in jeopardy. So if she's a woman of faith and decided to forgive this man, this one that she brought into the world, somewhat. We don't mind you, we don't know all the particulars, so she has not done an interview yet. So we don't know. But you know, it's tragic. It's sad. It's very sad.
Yeah, it really is.
Did you have anything else to say?
Yeah, I was just gonna say Miss Robbie is the glue no matter what, and we don't want that woman to kick the bucket. So y'all keep all the drama away from her, because that lady is one call from going to heaven.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
No stress from Miss Robbie.
I agree. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on the panel. I enjoyed it. I love everybody. Thank you
You're
all so much.
fabulous.
Thank you.
Thank you, Queen. Take care, guys. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm having some serious problems. I got to wrap this up. I kicked myself out the studio. It just went dead. I couldn't get back in. I did like 3 or 4 times. I couldn't get in. All of a sudden, my lights start shortening out. I don't know what's happening. I got to end it here. Let me read these super chats really quick. But we are missing the point. What does his family have to do with their beefs and his daughter's abuse? Let DL her being a bad mom to her son to her first son. Ooh, I think. Monique chooses to tear the scab off that child's trauma, and that ain't right. Even I was triggered. How is that protecting?
Come on.
It's
right.
Listen, I see both ends of the spectrum. Now, personally, here I got one more. When DL referred Monique to the movie Precious, everyone's saying that's when it was on. He was referring to the molestation, so she hit him with his own bat.
Damn. Okay.
They may have a point, Diva. I understand. We were on the same page, but I'm saying that we know this already about DL. It already happened, so it's not like it was new. Would I have done it personally? No, but when they are going this low, they just gonna, you know what I mean? They dig deep. I don't know.
But you know what, Sharrell? Did you ever see this movie Scarface a long time ago? There's this one line I never forget. When Al Pacino was supposed to take out this man, right? And they put a thing under his car so that when he got in the car would blow up, right?
Okay.
And so when he saw the man coming with his wife and his kids, he told the people, "Don't pull the trigger." I mean, it was the demise of him, right? But he said, "No woman, no children." That's what I live by. When me and you are going down and getting down dirty, I'm not coming after your mama. I'm not coming after your kids. I'm gonna keep it between us.
No, I get that part, right? But I think too, I don't think she should have done it, But I think she's going at his credibility. Now, sometimes it might reflect and involve the kids, but she's saying him as a man and his choices. Did that make sense?
Yeah,
Ye-
well,
Or
I
no?
gotta end it here because now I
Okay.
can't hear. I got a
Okay.
short somewhere. So
Okay.
I wanted to thank everyone for your super chat. You don't have to support the channel, and you do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Please don't forget to click that like button on your way out. If I didn't get to you backstage, I do apologize. Something is happening with my equipment. I had to kick myself out of my own studio twice, and now I can't hear. Light bulbs are burning out. I got to figure out what's going on.
Hey,
So
Sharrell, can I say one thing before we go?
yeah.
Hey, people, please subscribe to Sharrell's new channel, Sharrell's World 2.0.
Yeah.
And it's
Okay.
like a crime channel. Just go and check it out. If you like it, subscribe to it.
Thank you, Perry. I forgot about that. I do have a new crime channel called Sharrell's World 2.0. On 3, let's say bye, guys. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.